Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to day 55 of commercial diving school. Today I'm going to be talking about getting to use the underwater chainsaw and also some other fun stuff we got to do today. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed, and leave any comments or questions for me down below. So today we got to use the underwater chainsaw, and yes, I did get some footage of that. I'm still editing it and like putting it all together in one video, and hopefully I'll finish that up tomorrow and it'll be up tomorrow, so you guys will get to see what that looks like. So a little bit more about what we're doing. We're in the 10-foot tower. That's where you do the cuts in, and basically there's kind of like a little window at the bottom, and your person on comms is like right there at the window, so they can kind of talk to you, see what you're doing. And in that tower, there's a vise, and then there's a block of wood that's cramped or crimped in the vise, that's ready for the diver that's going down and cutting the wood. So we kind of have a little challenge that they always do with all the students for cutting with the chainsaw, and that's whoever can get the thinnest slice. And I'm pretty sure I saw that on a video from DIT as well, the other diving school in Washington. I think they have the same challenge where each student tries to see how, like, who can get the thinnest slice of wood off. And we had a lot of people got like real thin. I think one guy got the thinnest, obviously. His was pretty darn thin. I don't know how, everybody was kind of baffled how he got it so thin. I think it was like something like that. Like, I don't know if you could see that. But mine, it got kind of like a wedge shape to it. It wasn't perfect, but it kind of got like real thin at one end, and the other end got like kind of thick. But cutting with the chainsaw was not the hardest thing in the world, actually. It was actually pretty easy, but it's just hard to see in that water. So that's why, like, when I shot my videos, I shot like the very first people, because there's not all that like chips, like wood chips in the water. It's like still very clear. And the reason why I didn't get videos like after the first 5 people went in is because the water just got so like churned up with all this, like, there's a filter on the tank that actually filters like that kind of stuff out, but it just couldn't keep up with like all the stuff, like all the wood chips in the water and everything. So but yeah, so it's kind of difficult to see. Also, the hat I was using is kind of a little bit too big, so it like was kind of floating up on my head. So I was like trying to fight to like keep it down and cut at the same time. And for some reason it takes kind of a long, like, you would think the chainsaw cuts like butter, like it just like just goes straight through, but it actually takes like a minute or two to like, and it takes a long time to cut like all the way through, and you're like, I should be like all the way through by now, and you're only like halfway. So it took a little bit longer to cut than I imagined it would, but everybody got a chance to jump in, cut, and then jump back out. We also did some fun stuff. Everybody, so the 10-foot tower at CDA is right by the swimming pool. So we had a couple other guys hat up because it's the end of the, like, we're not diving next week, we're doing welding. So this is kind of your last chance to get enough bottom time for the next module. So if anybody needed a little bit more bottom time, we had them, you know, go from their cut that with the chainsaw to the swimming pool, and then just get a little bit more diving time for those who need it. But everybody else we were all in our wetsuits, and we were doing some cool, like, fun, like, activities. Like, one, the instructor had us all like link arms, but like in the middle of the pool, so everybody's kind of like floating, And when you're wearing your 5 millimeter like bottom wetsuit and your 5 millimeter top wetsuit, you float. Like, so we're basically all floating like with linked arms, and there's about, I would say, like 6 or 7 of us like in a row, and then you're supposed to like kick from one side of the pool to like the other side, and then kind of turn around and go all the way back. And it's hard because we're not using like fins or anything like that. It's like straight boots or like our booties to like kick and stuff. So it's pretty difficult. And then everybody had to do like a front flip. Like the first person did a front flip, and you're not supposed to, and you can't really use your arms because your arms are linked. So you got to do a front flip, and your buddy kind of has to help you out a little bit, but you can't really use your arms. So you like, guys are like doing like a flip, and like their legs are like up, like kicking people in like the head and stuff like that. It was hilarious. Like everybody was dying laughing. And then you had to do a back flip, and then they made everybody that was in the row like link arms, and like everybody had to do a front flip at the same time, like a somersault kind of thing underwater. And then everybody had to do a back flip, and everybody had to do it perfect, or else we had to do it again. And I got like so much water up my nose, it's not even funny, because like normally when I do like a somersault underwater, like I'm using like my arms, and I'm constantly like blowing air out of my nose so I don't get water rushing up into my sinuses. But yeah, my sinuses were just like so sore after that, because I held my breath, and the water just rushed up my nose, and it kind of sucked. But I was having so much fun, I didn't really care. But yeah, it was fun. And then they did like relay races to see like who's faster, but we don't have any fins on, and we have like suits that keep us afloat. So it's like the relay races were like just so hard. And then race to see like who was like the fastest swimmer. And we could definitely tell there's some swimmers on our in our class. So definitely a super fun day, like one of the best days. I know I said that like at least three times I've said this is the best day, but definitely this one will be one that I remember probably forever. Like cutting with an underwater chainsaw, trying to get a challenge to see who gets the thinnest slice, and like just looking forward to this day for a long time now. And then having all that fun, like doing actual like, diving, because I think divers usually do like those kind of challenges where they link arms, and I don't know, it might be a diver thing, but just being able to do like fun stuff like that was super awesome. And it was Friday, so it was the end of the week, and next week we're going on to become welding. Like we're going to be welding next week, and then we're going to be seniors. So yes, that's basically what we did today. Super fun. But anyways, like I said, I took video footage, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, I'll be putting that together and uploading that. And then but yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you guys liked, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and then stay tuned for more, and ask me any comments, ask me any questions or leave any comments. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys have a great one. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.